Sadly, Ground Branch's 1032 update isn't here yet, but they did just release another devlog with some juicy teasers of what's to come. And I thought weapon animations were going to be my favorite part, but I think they've got a new contender. Welcome to the channel, fellas. My name is Tacti. Now, before we get into the details of this devlog and see some of the new things that are coming, I want to say this. Thank you so much for the support lately. It has been absolutely incredible. I just took another step in my YouTube career because I took a step back in my professional life, just cut a little bit of time out there in order to focus more on growing the channel. And it's only possible because of you guys. So thank you. And also for a little bonus, I've been given another key for covering this game. So hop into the Discord below for yet another Ground Branch giveaway. Okay, second thing here before the goodies, and I think this is really important. In my last Ground Branch video, there were a few comments of how the updates are taking so long. And look, I completely agree with that. I get it. They do take a very long time. And some of you compared 0 hours update schedule to this game's. And that's fair and all, but in the defense of the devs here, there are 7 total devs working on this game. 7 total devs that have to add new content, add the programming, add the maps, add the animation. 7 dudes. They've outsourced some translation stuff to the publisher and some optimization sweeping, but for every bit of new content that comes into the works, something else gets broken. And those 7 dudes have to figure it out. So be patient here. 0 Hour has like 40 dudes right now working on it. They've probably grown since then, but there's not a magic wand here just to speed things up. There's only Rain, Energy Drink, Orange Popsicle, and one can only drink so many of those in a day. Alright, anyways, on to the update. Unfortunately, no new news about when the update is coming, but only a few more teasers. How great were those death animations though? Personally, I didn't even realize that these were coming in this update, so it's really nice to see, but the response to bullet impacts and the ragdoll effects to different body parts, yes please. That in itself makes for a whole new level of immersion because they're not just dropping straight on the ground anymore. They will make every bullet feel like it actually has a punch and not just a bunch of bodies going limp like Woody from Toy Story. And if you couple that with the immersion that will be added with these new reloads and sound effects, the game is seriously going to feel like a whole new game. The recoil, the reloads, and even the new high ready and low ready positions with the transitional movements, they're all going to look so good when this game gets here. Like, just take a look at this here. The attention to detail here. This dude's got excellent trigger discipline here. Watch in slow motion. I absolutely love that realism there. And if you haven't noticed in my videos, it's kind of become second nature for me to try and not flag my teammates. I don't really know where I got that from other than trying to focus more on immersion, but that's one thing I like about Ground Branch is you can do high ready and low ready and not flash your teammates there. To emphasize more on the quality of this update, the new reloads are coming with new sounds, different sounds for metal, different sounds for polymer. That takes some real determination to make the call to say, hey, we're gonna have a different sound for different kinds of magazines. I just really respect that. Another immersion addition is the ambulation, specifically during the transition to elevated levels, also known as steps. You know how the steps can occasionally feel pretty clunky and not really smooth and just kind of look dorky when you're going up them? Well, get those clips recorded while you still can so you can reminisce later on, because once 1032 hits, those won't be a thing. Your feet now will match the level that your operator is about to step on. I know it's more of a third-person thing, but still a good step in immersion nonetheless. There are also a few new models being added to the game as well, including a couple optics being refined, the M4 SOP mod, oh gosh, I hope I said that right, a new AK suppressor, and a newer Mark 14 EBR model. But this looks kind of weird. I honestly, I didn't even know they made gun stocks like this. I just always thought they would be more triangular there. I don't know, maybe this is something new. Kidding! Totally kidding. I bet some of you cringed a bit and were preparing a snarky comment. That was you, wasn't it? Moving on, more cosmetics. A ton more operator customization options, including other races, and if I remember right, you can even be a whammon. They'll also have a ton of new dress-up options and camo patterns as well. I'm all for more freedom here, because freedom is a very good thing, no matter what the talking heads on the television say. But if you want to take a look at what's more to come here with these cosmetics, I'll link that across the top of the screen if I remember. Someone yell at me in the comments if I forget. Now, as mentioned previously, there are 2 new maps coming. The Osama bin Laden compound where he was wrecked, and the oil rig. There are a few pictures we've seen before that I'll run across the screen now. There are also going to be some new additions to the storage facility map, which includes an expanded area, new ways into the tunnel, and in general, just a new tunnel setup, which is a very, very good thing because this stupid door right here gets me every single time. There were a few other small things in this Intel report, and I'll link it down below so you can go through and read all that. But one of the bigger things that I almost forgot, and that I'm recording this a little bit later, the game is going to be playable on NVIDIA GeForce Now. So those of you that want to play this game that just don't have the PC power right now, you can do that. And just as important as that, the game is going to support NVIDIA DLSS. And from what I've heard, that really helps with those 4K images. So that's a great thing if you've got one of those monitors. And I guess one of the cards. Anyways, that wraps it up. It's been so stinking long since the last update, and this just brings some drool to the side of my mouth. But suck it in, soldier. If you want to play tactician on screen, you've got to work on it in real life as well. Patience and self-control. A little bit of wisdom here before I leave you. Don't be mastered by your emotions. Anything that overcomes you, you're enslaved to. That advice right there is for free. And we'll end on that note. I'm excited for this update. I know you are too. So until next time, stay safe out there. And more importantly, stay tactical.